So I thought I would share with you some of my favourite lyrics that I've been gathering from a band that I'm listening to recently. They kind of have a strong psychological message, which I always like in bands, because it sort of makes me feel like, aside from enjoying the music, I'm also like thinking a little about myself and society and that kind of thing. I'm reading these on my iPad 5 that I have. It's a fairly exclusive version. It's thinner than all the other ones. So this is another song, which is in fact the first one that I heard from this band. It sort of tries to comedically take the point that this guy's best friend has turned into a cocaine dealer. So he tries to sort of humorize the situation. One of my best mates came from Macc, and we used to go out pulling crack, which is just a Northern English expression for taking drugs. Now I know that was just a farce. He's got spunk dribbling out of his arse. Again, the white stuff. Here we start seeing the message. We're never going to talk to him again. He's clearly outraged. Now he's a poof, which, again, Northern English word for being addicted to cocaine. He does spare me shits. He's just not healthy anymore. He leaves white stains wherever he sits. That's the cocaine in his poop. He's got some black bloke sleeping in his bed. He's obviously had to get to the extremes of becoming, you know, selling his body for sex to obtain the money for this drug. He's got gonorrhea, which is one of the common side effects of taking cocaine. He doesn't like girls' tits. Now clearly here he's just lost the sexual appetite that all healthy men should have. Willie is covered in shit. Again, an unhealthy side effect of taking cocaine. Don't do drugs, kids. By the end, he just loses it and he starts insulting him, calling him a tunnel tester, orifice officer, sausage jockey, pillow biter, uphill gardener, rear admiral, brown hatter, shirt lifter, anal adjusting, rectum riffler, turd burglar, arse bandit. Here we have a song called My Pub, which talks about the roots of culture in a place and how they can be quickly ripped out by some corporate machines. I've been going to the same pub for 20 years, but then they closed it down to redecorate. They said they'd knock the wall down, change the bar around, paint the door brown. It's gonna look great. Up until here, positive message. I walked in the door and I couldn't believe my eyes. Every cunt had a shirt and tie, mirrored walls and daft plastic trees. It was a fun pub, disco, wine bar, bistro, gay club, poof house, cocktail, carvery. He's very clearly not approving of the redecoration. I went to the bar to get my ale. He said, Tetley Bitter's not for sale. They had a fizzy lager with a German name, and I said, you gotta be joking. I started choking. My voice was croaking. I turned pale. Then a penguin grabbed me to throw me out. Now that, to me, is a fairly, you know, disgusting message about animal abuse. How can they have penguins working at places like this? What the fuck have they done to my pub? Here, the last statement sort of expresses that, like, the bitterness he feels. And lastly, another very good song that talks about women and women's position in society. Cleaned my teeth, put on my best clubber, so, you know, he's making an effort. Tonight's the night I'm going to nobber, which is a Northern English word for romancing someone. Vauxhall Viva covered in rust, but you can't shag a bird on a 29 bus. He respects her. He's not going to have sex with her in a public transport. He's going to make the effort, be romantic. Beer and sex and chips and gravy, it's all a Macc lad wants, which truly just reminds me of my Friday nights. Beer and sex and chips and gravy and a tasty bit of clump, which is a traditional Northern English dish. Their song here ends with an uplifting message on women's position in society. Treat your women like toilets. They're happy when you're abusing them, but toilets don't follow you around after you finished using them.